All right, what's good, man? Let's talk this. Yes, sir. Got people in the house. What's going on? Let's talk this boxing. Welcome back to another boxing conversation. Zoe, let's go. Velts, what's going on, man? H-Town, what's happening? Jean Lejeune, what's going on? Jay West, DJ7, what's happening? Gravy Davy, what's good, man? Aaron Parker, what's good? Big time, what's going on? Donald, the 64-year-old G Grant, what's going on, man? Salute to you as well, sir. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'll try to keep up the good work, man. I've had, I've been cussed out a few times this week, man. Shy, what's going on? Stone Love in the building. What's good? Stone, man, I miss your name being Stone Love because I like saying that. Stone Love. What's good? Batman Boxing Talk, what's going on, man? DMV in the building. Nino Brown, man, what's happening? D Parquet 26, what's good? Big time. Smash that like button on the way in, man. Ron Finkley at work, listening to salute, man. What's up, man? Hope everything's going well. What's going on with the Guitar Studio? Not Roger say Usyk dies against Wilder. Yeah, he's definitely Stone Love, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's my shit right there, dog. That was my dude, Stone Love. Stone Love was the first cat, man, encouraged me. Man, he gave a nice super chat one time, man. And I was like, damn, thank you, Stone Love. Makes me feel like I'm doing something right, man. Batman Talk, more DMV in the building. Salute. Yes, sir. What's up? Okay, man. So let's get into several things, man. Several things. Oleksandr Usyk is about to fight a bum. Not a bum. Is Chaz Witherspoon a bum? I didn't know Chaz Witherspoon was even still fighting. Chaz Witherspoon is that dude that got knocked out by Jennings several years ago, didn't he? That's kind of what's going on, Jeff, the producer. He said, Blue Blood gave me a wrench and I'm fine. If a black man doesn't get cursed out a time or two, you're not effective. Doing a wonderful job. Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, because they don't like my take on that Clarissa Shields stuff. However, my mind ain't changing. But I will tell you this, man. Yeah, he got KO by Seth. Oh, Seth Mitchell? Wasn't Jennings? Okay. Bronx on deck. What's going on, Drew Tight, man? But look, I went to Twitter. And I can understand why some people might be sensitive and protective of Clarissa Shields. Because I forgot. There's a whole lot of scumbags out there in the boxing world, man. They saying shit about Clarissa Shields. It's just like, damn, you would have swore she hit his ass with a bat. Like the way they talking about it is like she hit him. Said for 9, I heard Ali had to be rushed back to the hospital with blood on the brain. Yeah. That's the news, which is why you can't support sucker punching. It's why you can't support sucker punching old men. You can't do it. However, I got a video up about it, so I'm not gonna do too much on this, but it's like ridiculousness on both sides. But for real, I can at least understand why somebody would want to make an argument about what the guy deserved. If you read what the people who are going in on Clarissa Shields, what they have to say about her is ridiculous. He said her team really fucked up. Yeah, big time. Definitely fucked up big time. But I don't think somebody that supports her is a piece of shit and is disgusting. I mean, that's what they're saying. Anybody that would support Clarissa Shields is disgusting. She's a piece of shit. They should never be allowed to fight again. She need to be banned for life. Like, come on, man. She didn't hit the dude with a bat. She's out her $1 million. She needs to fire some people on her team, maybe. And it's just all around jacked up. But I'm not on Instagram, man. I'll put it this way. I'm on Instagram, but I got a creeper account on Instagram. I got a creeper account. What's good, Red? Hey, what's going on, Red, aka Yellow Man? I got a creeper account. What's going on, Lynn Man, on Instagram? I'm there, but it ain't for 9. I'm there under another name. And I be looking, I be seeing, but I can only do so much, man. He said, I love her, improving with each fight. Yeah, she is. Said morning for now, we all have a creeper account. Yeah, man, I learned. I'm like, shit. Because I've been on YouTube. This is one of the things that kills me about this YouTube boxing thing. Doug, I've been subscribed to so many of these people for years that I have regular conversations with people, sensible conversations with people who don't know that they're talking to the guy that owns this channel. But they be talking dude, I've been living to have conversations. People be agreeing with me as long as it ain't me. You know what I mean? They'll agree with me as long as they know it ain't me. But once it becomes me, oh man, that shit is like, it's like I shot somebody or something. What's going on, Love Down Gather? But hey, man, so I'd love to see Oleksandr Usyk versus Deontay Wilder. I think it'll be a better fight than a lot of people think. I think it'd be a lot better, man. Oh, who's my favorite heavyweight right now? Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder is my favorite fighter right now. I'm sorry, man. I was convinced. Once people started talking so bad about him, I was like, you know what? I got to go look at this dude. And once I started looking, I was like, oh, that dude's a fucking monster. Oh, he's a real life monster. He's a real life monster. I thought originally he was just a football player or a basketball player like Seth Mitchell or Brian Jennings, because he came up around the same time as them. So I was like, all right, is this another football player, basketball player type of dude trying to transition into boxing? And I was like, fuck, Seth Mitchell's going to get his ass knocked out as soon as he comes up against a good boxer. Brian Jennings, he's going to lose as soon as he comes up there against a guy that's a lifetime boxer. And I thought Deontay Wilder was that type of dude. I was like, okay, Deontay Wilder, you know, he was a basketball player. He picked up the sport late. I thought he was going to be like a Michael Grant. He ain't. Okay? 40 knockouts later, it's time to shut up with that shit. Okay? What's going on, Ivan Garcia? Salute to you, man. He said, remember, there's not many Harvard Ivy League fans in the audience or boxing champs. Have you seen the fight in Barclays? Some are better. Oh, some are better than the action in the ring. Hey, man. Yeah, you're right, dude. Ivy League people ain't going to usually fight you head up. They're going to go call the police and then bribe them to shoot you. Them cats are more violent than anybody else. Be getting me on these people like, man, them dudes is violent. Heavily violent. Okay? Terribly violent. They just not going to put their hands on you themselves, and they'll come with all kind of complex reasons why it's okay to kill everybody. You ever notice that? They come up with all kind of reasons to kill people. Well, you know, the air emissions, you know, there's not enough space on the earth for human beings, so we have to control the population. We have to figure a way to keep people from reproducing in such a rapid amount. So, you know, we're going to feed your babies plastic. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Yeah, welcome to Boxing Talk for sure, man. If Lil Duran can knock a horse out, Wilder can F a gorilla up with one hitter quitter. Nah, man. Napoleon Armstrong, that's where I disagree, because a horse, if Duran got kicked by that horse, he going out. But you might be able to walk up on a horse and sneak him. You ain't walking up on no gorilla. Okay, that gorilla gonna be like, what? Little, because you know gorillas are short. Gorillas ain't any taller than like 5'8", but they 5'8", 5'9", 350 pounds. Will rip Deontay's sockets. He ain't get, man. He'll take that shot like, what? The fuck you doing? All right, if you don't know, that's my favorite animal, a gorilla. So like, I defend gorillas, and I defend Muhammad Ali above all. That is what he did. The horse ain't no. Yeah, the horse ain't no. The horse ain't see it coming. Much love in that super chat, Justin Marks, man. He say, Usyk has a creepy stare. I was looking forward to the Tyrone Spong fight, and I'm a fan of him in MMA and kickboxing. Yeah, man. I mean, I think he's a good fighter. But I don't. That style really is just going to be tough because he's going to get hit. He pity pats. He pity pats. And I'll tell you for sure, Deontay Wilder can take one to give one with him. That's the reason why Usyk's going to go to sleep, because Deontay can take one and to give one to him. Deontay Wilder's taking flush shots from Luis Ortiz. He can take one from Oleksandr Usyk. And he doesn't have to really think about it. He can just go in there and let loose on him. You know what I mean? Just, nah. If you can't, Usyk have to show me he has enough power to keep that dude off of him. To keep Deontay Wilder's hands at home. And then he's going to have to avoid that. And it's real tough, dog. Like GGG did Kell Brook. Yeah, like he's just going to walk through that shit. He's just going to walk through it. You know? He's going to walk through it. And that'll be the end of that. Real easy to end of that. Don Grant, that's a myth. He had a horse. Nobody knocking a horse out. He might have did it to a Shetland pony. I find it hard to believe he knocked out a Shetland pony. But still, he ain't doing that shit to no gorilla. He ain't doing that shit to a chimpanzee. Man, a chimpanzee eat your face. Like, you better, if you hit a chimpanzee, you better pray that you knock him out. Otherwise, he gonna eat your face, homie. Robert Lil Kim, what's going on? Robert the Third Limb, I'm sorry. Napoleon Armstrong, I saw a mare kill a stallion with a kick trying to mount her. Ooh, shit. Ooh, yeah, dog. You don't want to get kicked by no horse, man. Animals, generally speaking, dog, you don't want no smoke with no animals. That's why I'm like, Sergey Kovalev knocked out a dog. What kind of dog did he knock out? Like, whoever that chick was had a wrong dog. She had the wrong. How you gonna just knock out a dog? What kind of dog you got? You need to get you a Belgian Malinois or something. He ain't knocking that mug out. Yeah, a Pomeranian. Like, what kind of dog you got? You gonna knock the dog out. Dog, every once in a while, I make sure my dog knows who's boss. But every once in a while, he give me this little funny ass look, like he get on his back, want to get his belly rubbed, and he'll like smile, like, you know, like he'll open his mouth, and I look at all them big ass teeth, and I'm like, oh shit, let me put my hand in this dude's muzzle just to make sure he knows you don't bite me. Because dog, if that dog want to smoke, nah. If that dog the dog I got in the other room went berserk, lost his head, dog, nah, I'd have to have something in my hand, dog, because that motherfucker, I was like, what? Hell no, not them big ass teeth, dog. He said, I thought it was a Rottweiler. I mean, what, he hit the dog with something? How you just punching the dog dead in the face? Sanad, I knocked out a German Shepherd with a punch years ago. True story. Yeah. Hey, I had another, a dude from the military told me that, dog. He said, yeah, he's like, oh man, you just grab a dog by the neck, He's like, yeah, man, your dog ain't gonna buy. I said, yeah, but I got two dogs. I got two. What you got? Because at the time I had two Akitas. A male Akita and a female Akita. And he's like, oh man, ain't nobody dog ain't keeping me out your house. I was like, really? I got two. It said his shit went silent real quick. Yeah, because while you grabbing that one, the other one is going to grab you by the back of the fucking leg and hold on. Said, I believe Drew Titan seeing them workouts. Yeah, Drew's a big boy, man. Drew's a big boy, no doubt. Dogs' advantages are packs. What's going on, Brothers UK? How you feeling today, man? That's how I got my pits unlocked. When they go at it with a stick or something, don't you got like a break stick or something like that? They said those Akitas don't play. Nah, they're mean, man. The female was real mean. The female was a runt and real mean. Knocking out a bull? And hell no, I ain't knocking out no bull, man. My dog, 150 pounds, no one knocking him out. Yeah, that's a big ass dog. For now, I broke my hand punching a pit in the head, breaking up a dog fight. Oh, you got to punch him? I thought you had to kick him in the nuts. Like, thought that's how they fight. You just run behind, kick one in the cojones. Bop! For now, Atlas, Akitas are silent. They'll sneak up on your ass real quick. Yeah. They're older now, man. I miss them. They're at my mother-in-law's house. One of them passed away because She put her in the back of a truck, and this didn't know this dog is so skittish. She will jump out that truck. Scary stuff, man. Scary stuff. If you hit them in the temple, yeah, what happens if they get your arm? What happens if they get a hold of your arm? That shit is scary, dude, because my dog literally eats. What's going on, Juniper B? My dog, what's going on? Shit, fantastic. Much love. I can give my dog a chicken, like bone in and everything, and the dog will literally treats chicken bones like them shits is pretzels. Like you can give him a big, an uncooked bone so it don't splinter, and he eats chicken legs like they're pretzels. What the fuck is that dog going to do if it gets a hold of your arm? That's why I'm like, yeah, I'm all right on that, man. I'm all right on all that fighting dog shit. Okay. What up? Drink more water. Oh, nothing, man. Did you hear? Drink more water. You hear the news? Terrence Crawford retired. Terrence Crawford said that he was coming out with the truth, that he didn't want to fight Errol Spence Jr., and Bob Arum wasn't going to get him a fight, so he was going to retire. That's breaking news. Drink more water. Did you get the news? I'm lying. I'm lying. Okay, that was a lie. Maurice McElroy say, Team Crawford, I just wanted to drink more waters. I just wanted to drop his stomach real quick. Breaking news, he retired. Howard Sandler, for now, why are so many fighters ducking each other? Boxing is sometimes so boring. Tank last 4 fights, boring. Spence Porter, good fight. I didn't see, I don't know. I can tell you why Leo Santa Cruz is ducking people. Tank, I'd rather see better fights out of Tank. I'd rather see him, but his Tank, I don't find his fights boring. What's good, Curtis? What's going on, man? How you feeling, sir? Yeah, the goat hangs. He said the goat hangs it up, huh? Yeah, man. You know your belly turned a little bit when you heard Bud retired. Bud got knocked out, or Bud signed with the PBC. Your heart would get light, wouldn't you? Oh, yes. He signed with the PBC. Yeah, I'm glad I witnessed the 80s and the 90s. Look, man, I think there's been really good fights in boxing, man. We haven't got all of them, but there's been really good fights. KO and 10, man. You guys got some wishful thinking going on with that Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence Jr. shit. You got some wishful thinking going on there. I'll tell you that. But hopefully we get to see it. Tunnel Vision in the building, man. I was just checking out a video of yours, Tunnel Vision. It had popped up. I got a notification for videos that people did like months ago. Like I get a notification. I'm like, this shit happened days ago. And I'll look at it and the video came out days ago. Fanon, is Bud fighting this year? I think he is against Igis Kalvinakis, who's I guess is gonna be his mandatory. Spence and split decision or late stoppage. I got Spence by knockout. I got Spence by sleepage. Cletus Kavanaugh, yeah, Cletus Kavanaugh. I got him by a stoppage. I don't think Bud's gonna be able to get out of that fight. I do believe that. I do. I think it's Errol by stoppage. I really do. I think Bud's gonna fight him. It's a personality thing for me. I think Bud's gonna fight him. That's what I think. I don't think Terrence Crawford can fight the fight that Sean Porter fought. I just don't think he can. And I don't really know if he can get out of fighting that type of fight. You know what I mean? I don't know. Are you going to be able to? Is Bud going to be able to pot shot Errol Spence out of getting on top of him? Bud fights. Bud, this is not Floyd Mayweather we talking about. He won't fight that fight. He might not have a choice. He might not have a choice. He might not have a choice. Bud will be fighting off the back foot the whole fight running. Man, if he can and if he can't run, he's going to have to fight. He's not. Bud don't even run. Bud is not the type of fighter that's going to run. Bud likes the pot shot. He likes to keep your hands at home with a lot of feints, nice footwork, but he slows down. He slows down the fight. Over the first, he usually loses or it's usually even the first 3-4 rounds, first 2-3 rounds until he figures out what you're going to throw. So when you throw something, he knows what to throw. But dog, you got somebody in your chest the whole time. You know, that's that whole, it's chess versus speed chess. You know what I mean? Errol's going to put a clock on him. You're like, okay, you're going to play chess. I understand you playing chess. Let's put that clock on it. 30 seconds, you got 30 seconds to move. You got 10 seconds to move. Click, 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 click. Mistake, bop, move. You know what I mean? That's how I see it going. But I could be wrong. I just don't see. Bud, first of all, Maurice McElroy, Bud is not a switch hitter. You guys can stop that. He's not a switch hitter. He's a southpaw. You have not seen Bud fight a full round in the orthodox style in ever. Okay? He's a southpaw, dude. Bud is a southpaw. Bud is not going to be fighting Errol Spence Jr. in the orthodox stance. And if he does, he's getting knocked out. Hey, he's going to be in the southpaw stance. He's a southpaw, man. He's a southpaw. Fighting the southpaw. That's what that is, man. I'm just saying he's a southpaw. I've never really seen. When did he do that versus Gamboa? Gamboa was the one that was fighting. Gamboa spent more time in the southpaw in that fight than Terrence Crawford fought in the orthodox. The guy that was switching in Gamboa versus Terrence Crawford was more Gamboa switching than Terrence Crawford. I watched that fight recently. That's fresh on my mind. He switched against Gamboa. Gamboa switched. Gamboa was switching. Gamboa fought southpaw for the first three. Gamboa fought southpaw for the first 3 rounds. It was Gamboa because I was watching the fight. I was like, I didn't know Gamboa was a southpaw. Yeah, Errol Spence is not a knockout artist, right? No, he's not, right? He just got a shitload of them. He just got a shitload of them. How many knockouts did he? 8 out of his last 10 fights or 10 out of his last 12 fights were knockouts? That's not a knockout. How many people you got to knock out to be a knockout artist? Just wondering. How many times you got to knock somebody out to be a knockout artist, dude? Mikey went the distance. Sean Porter got up off the deck and went the distance. Okay? He puts that pressure. But okay, y'all just say what y'all want to say. But ain't fought nobody at 147. Shit. But ain't fought no. But are you really? Dog, seriously, Napoleon Armstrong. Are you serious? Amir Khan. He didn't knock out Amir Khan. Amir Khan quit. He didn't knock out Amir Khan. He knocked out Pegleg Benavidez. And it was a TKO against Jeff Horn. Man, stop. Man, stop. Please. Hey, let's do this. Let's fight Sean Porter. Amir quit. He got hit in the nuts and quit. He didn't get knocked out. He got hit in the nuts and quit. Bud Ball busted him and he quit. Boxrec said KO. Sean hand grazed, wasn't dropped. Yes, it was. He was your hand. You touched the ground, you got knocked down. He had a count on his ass. 1, 2. You okay? He took his gloves. The ref wiped his gloves on his shirt. It was a 10-8 round, and he kept it moving. He got a dropped. Come on, man. Now you're gonna say he didn't get knocked down? Come on, man. Come on, man. Bob don't want to pay for. Man, hey, so what? That's all Bud. Remember? Bob Arum worked for Bud. What do you mean Bob won't pay the money? Bob Arum works for Bud, don't he? Doesn't he? I thought that's what that was. Khan was about to get KO'd, so he quit first. Hey, man, close but no cigar. He quit. Bud punched him in the nuts and he quit. That's what happened. Bud punched him in the nuts and he quit, man. Hey, Woolbag, he got punched in the nuts. Terrence Crawford should have been disqualified. That's what I would have done. I would have disqualified him for low blows, excessive low blow. Come on, man. How you gonna low blow Amir Khan, dog? How you not gonna knock out Amir Khan, dog? I'm just playing about that. Maurice McElroy, yes, he did. Yes, he did. I will not lie about that. Errol Spence hit him in the kneecap once. But that's when he's like, nah, dog, you're not pulling my head down and roughing and tough. And it paid off when he dropped him. Yeah. He took the fight to him the whole fight. He took the fight to that boy all fight. Yeah, he went for the knockout. He didn't box. He didn't give Sean Porter a chance to be slick, throw punches out. He went right to his chest. And he won for his second belt. Now, all I'm asking is, can we get Bud to do the same thing? Can we get Bud to do the same thing? Why don't y'all want Bud to fight nobody? Everybody said Khan would outbox Khan, and look what happened. Khan would outbox Khan. You got to correct that. Maurice McElroy. Everybody said Khan would outbox Khan, and look what happened. Which name do you need to switch? Everybody said that Khan would outbox Bud. Didn't nobody say that shit? Did nobody say that? You know, Bud, everybody said Khan was going to outbox Bud. Who's everybody? I ain't never heard that, dog. I ain't never heard that. I'm just messing with my Terrence Crawford fans, man. That's how I'm not going in. I'm just having fun with my Terrence Crawford fans. Matthew Valentine, what's good? Ain't nobody ever said Amir Khan was going to outbox Terrence Crawford. Don't. Ain't nobody ever said that, homie. Ain't nobody ever said that. Dog, I thought Amir Khan was going to be gone in round 2. Julian Jackson or Spence? Julian Jackson. Julian Jackson. I say Judah Rabik said Fernandez having too much fun. Leave Bud alone. Nah, dog. Nah, because somebody got to say it, man. Bud got to fight somebody, homie. Mr. T King, Texas. Bud got to fight somebody, man. Come on, man. Look, I'm going to tell y'all just like I tell y'all people getting on my back about that Clarissa Shields shit. Okay? Look, man. Sometimes wrong is just wrong. Okay? Can you please speak to Joshua, bro? Speak about Joshua? Joshua has nothing to say about Joshua. Anthony Joshua? What do you want me to say about Anthony Joshua? He's about to go fight in the middle of a fucking desert in a couple months. And he's got 30 people. I saw he got an entourage of 30 people in his entourage. AJ ain't a bum. He just ain't the best. He just ain't what those guys cracked him up to be. Yeah, there's really, Anthony Joshua, I try to revive Anthony Joshua. People just don't believe in Anthony. Anthony Joshua's just done. Okay? Just done. He said, no lie, Fanon. Black Fight Fan was selling the Ishada Khan, Crawford Khan. He was selling it. He didn't believe that. Come on, man. Come on, man. Nobody believed that. Okay? Hey, Catman said, who's Anthony Joshua? He's this dude. He's like Frank. You know who? He's the guy. He's kind of like Frank Bruno. He's like in the middle of a Frank Bruno-ish type of career. He's like Frank Bruno twice. Man, Black Fan TV didn't believe that. Just like Black Fight Fan does not forget Orlando Salito's name, okay? When Black Fight Fan TV said, I ain't never heard of Lomachenko, I ain't never heard of Orlando Salito, he know. He was there. Hey, he remembers that shit vividly. Vividly. Don't nobody forget seeing their hero get their ass whooped. Okay? Don't nobody forget that. Nobody forgets that. Black Fan TV knew damn well Amir Khan was about to get his ass whooped. Okay? But we're trying to support the pay-per-view. Okay? We trying to get the pay-per-view. We trying to help Bud's pay-per-view. Had to say it. Had to be like, yeah, I'm buying the fight. I covered the fight on my channel. I was like, no links in the comment section. Because we support Bud. I support Bud. I try to keep Bud's name alive. Unfortunately, right now, since he's not giving anybody anything to work with, you got to be like, well, let me steal a little shine from Arrow and let me borrow some of that shine, Arrow. Come on, Arrow. Hey, Arrow. Can you direct one of them lights over there? What you talking about, man? I mean, seriously, man, you got like 15 spotlights on you. Can you turn one a little bit? Just turn it like 30 degrees and let Bud get some. Let it hit the side. Let some of that light hit the side of his ear. You know what I mean? So we try to turn that light. We want them Bud lights. We got Bud light. Anyway, we got to turn that Spence light and we got to redirect it so people can see that corner. See Bud standing in that corner that Bob Arum got him standing in. Okay? He said, Bob Arum said, Bud, go stand your ass in that corner. Yeah, I signed you. Yeah, you got your money. Go stand yourself. Get away from them lights. That's Lomachenko's light. That's Jose Ramirez's light. That's Tyson Fury's light. Get out, get to that corner. And then we try our best to go convince Errol Spence. Errol, come on, man. You got all kind of lights and shit shiny. Somebody needs to see this dude. Will you point the light over there? Yeah, all right. I'll mention his name a couple times. That's what it is. Errol sharing his light with Bud. Am I lying? That's like Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury ain't got no lights. Don't nobody give a shit about Tyson Fury. So Tyson Fury keep talking about Deontay Wilder. Then he tried to get some WWE shine. Trying to go to the WWE to borrow some of their shine. Like, hey, man, there ain't enough light to go around, dude. And Bob got him standing in the corner. And then he's like, and Bud could do it. Bud be like, look, hey, by the way, we got 283 people in the building. Let's get them lights up, please. Let's get the lights up. Yeah, he is. He trying to get that WWE shine, dog. He trying to get that. He trying to shine on in the WWE. I'm surprised that dude. I bet he started a fight with Ronda Rousey next week. Like, he stud up to maybe he should get on stage with Beyonce. Can he sing? He likes to sing. Maybe the next thing he could do is see Beyonce and let him on stage sing a little duo with her. Something. Get that dude some of that spotlight he needs. He said Fury in a handicap match shit, you know. Dog, straight from the Bronx. What's going on, Obasi? Straight from B more for 9. Keep dropping heat. You right. Bud versus Porter needs to happen. Bud needs to fight somebody 147. Absolutely, dude. It's all it takes. Go fight somebody, man. Just fight somebody, homie. Fight somebody. Napoleon, Walmart sold out of Spence superhero briefs and meme section. Sold out faster than Popeye's chicken sandwich, dog. They got some underwear, Spence underwear. Hey, if that's true, hey, thanks, Money Grenade. Said, good morning, Fanai. Great content. B Moore's finest in the house. Yes, sir. And shout out to Baltimore. I've been watching The Wire. I would have saved myself a lot of fucking money if I had watched The Wire when it was out. Make me sick. What do you think? Who hits harder, Arrow or Danny? I don't know. I ain't been punched by either one. I would suspect that left hook from Danny is trouble, though. Danny Garcia has great timing on that left hook, but I think Errol Spencer just outboxed him. Bud fans losing the battle. I mean, but they're winning because there is a battle. Bud fans are winning because there is a battle. Do you know what I mean? Who hits harder, Wilder or David Tua? Wilder. They both can knock you out, though. They can both knock you out. But Bud is winning. Bud fans are winning just because we talking about Bud. We are helping Bud. I'm helping him. I know I've done more videos. I've done more videos on Terrence Crawford than Bob Arum has. Oh, said Mauricio said, believe me, I know. What's that? He said, it's hard to catch a southpaw with the left hook. Believe me, I know. Oh, yeah, there you go. And he is a southpaw. That left hook can crack somebody, though. Well, let me see. Why would that be? Why would it look southpaw stance? Oh, because the southpaw is in the back. Oh, because he's further away from the left hook. He's the straight right. It's the straight right that would land. Wilder, Ikabeabuchi, Wilder. Come on, man. He ain't putting up no dude that had a couple good fights and then went crazy and got stuck in jail over Deontay Wilder. Come on, man. Deontay Wilder knocks out of Ikabeabuchi. But I like Ikabeabuchi, man. He won't beat Bud. Maybe, maybe not. I won the Nationals with De La Hoya in 89. That's what's up. Who's in? Hey, man, congratulations, man. That's a feat, man. Who's interested? What's interesting is Bud fans know he's moving real suspect out here and they overlooking it. Well, first of all, Duke, half of these cats are in his family and the other half are from Omaha. And the remaining six or the remaining two are Woolbag and Drink More Water. But I found out that Woolbag and Drink More Water are actually the same person. Maurice, that's what I'm saying. Team Crawford. See, Maurice McElroy doing it right. Just say Team Crawford. That's what he's doing when he's saying Team Crawford. Yeah, shit, I can't argue, but Team Crawford. Team Crawford. Got to do it. H-Town 713 say salute, contribute. Oh, contribute to the Bud ass whooping fun. Man, much love in that super chat, man. Oh, man. Strap man down. So, Jay Cooley said, man down, strap season. Yes, sir. And I said, hey, I saw that comment. He's from Nebraska. Consider who's from Nebraska. Consider the source. I like cats from Nebraska. I live very close to Nebraska. My daughter used to play tennis tournaments in Omaha, Nebraska. So I'm like, yeah, I understand. I know where Bud is from. I've been by his gym when they were building it. I went by to visit his gym while it was under construction. And I talked to people that knew Bud. I did all of that stuff. I went by the body shop that those cats took that car out of. I did the whole thing, man. It's during earlier time when I'm in my channel. I like Bud, man. I think Bud is a very, very good fighter. But y'all be trying to just come on, man. He got to fight somebody. He just got to fight somebody, man. I'm not saying everybody he fought was bums or any of that, but come on, man. You see Errol Spence Jr. fighting people, but yet you ain't putting any pressure on Terrence Crawford to do the same thing. You're just like, nah. What did somebody say? Somebody said, oh, man, Terrence Crawford is, Sean Porter don't have no belts, so there's no purpose in Bud fighting him. I'm like, well, shit, there's only two other people in all of boxing. There's only two other people in the welterweight division that got belts. So Bud ain't going to fight anybody until he fights Manny Pacquiao or Errol Spence? Good luck with that. He got to fight somebody. He's got to fight somebody. And he's not putting Errol Spence in the position of having to fight him. Why shouldn't Bud put Errol in position to have to fight you? By making it even where guys like me got to shut up. Make me shut up. Make me shut up. And not in the way that y'all Nebraska Negroes want to shut me up. Not by coming and finding me, trying to attack an old man, don't say it. We're going to beat you up if you say it. Not that shit. Shut me up because there's nothing I can say, okay? Shut me up like Larry Holmes shut me up. There's just, damn, I ain't like Larry Holmes, but shit, there's nothing I can say. He's the best heavyweight, okay? I don't like him, but what can I say? The dude can fight, okay? The dude can fight. What can I say? Same thing with Canelo. I wasn't big on Canelo, but y'all can say what you want about Canelo. Y'all know Canelo can fight. You know Canelo can fight. Okay, you know it. You can't say the dude can't fight. You can't, because he's fought cats. Now he ain't fought Charlo, and that's some whole like hoishness like behavior. But you get me. He said, Proxy Metronome said, I'm from Dallas and C Bud has a little too much from EJ. Sure, you're from Dallas. Sure, first of all, what does you being from Dallas have to see that? I don't see what he has. You ain't seen him fight nobody. Who did you see Bud fight that would tell you he has a little too much? Which fight was this exactly that you saw him against a southpaw? A bigger, very active southpaw. He didn't fight Regis Prograis. I got a Regis Prograis and Josh Taylor video coming up today, though. Fanon, Arrow KO's Bud Crawford facts. I mean, I think the most likely outcome is a unanimous decision. The most likely is a decision for Errol Spence. Second most likely is a knockout. That style is bad for Bud, I'm telling you. That's a bad style, man. That's a bad style. That's a bad style for Bud. No, I'm not. I'm not sorry. I mean, Bud ain't a bum right hook. Come on, man. Regis, I think Terrence Carver beats Regis, but I'd love to see the fight. Bud's style bad for Spence. What about it? He said, so no sorry here. I mean, it's a tongue-in-cheek sorry. I mean, I ain't crying. I ain't crying about it. Hugh Cypher, what's good, man? Bud would have problems with both Brooke and Porter. Look, man, prove it. Just let me see it. I'm begging Bud to fight somebody, man. Please fight somebody. Okay, I got it. You guys want the Errol Spence Jr. fight. Please fight somebody. Please fight somebody. Yeah, a master boxer is a problem for anybody, but that doesn't mean that a master boxer will beat everybody. And Bud is a boxer puncher. He's a boxer slugger. Bud is not just a pure. That's not Floyd Mayweather, dude. Okay, Ace Boone Coon says, after you finish watching The Wire, go to Netflix and check out the series Top Boy. It's a UK version of The Wire. Pretty good. Yeah, man. Hey, but Idris Elba does a terrible Baltimore accent. Terrible Baltimore accent. I'm like, dog, you can tell the actors that are from the UK that are in there because their accent is terrible. Their Baltimore accent was terrible. Was nowhere near. Crawford is going to fight those other guys. Is never going to fight those other guys. They don't want to mess up the Spence money. Look, man, he got to fight somebody, dude. Drake's fine. Say he got to fight. Bud is suspect. He got to fight somebody. You got to fight somebody, man. That also 10 plus years ago. What is that, Mir? You talking about what was 10 plus years ago? You talking about The Wire? Yeah, I know that was 10 plus years ago. But I used to live in DC. I know exactly the time frame that this shit was going on. So to me, I can watch The Wire and I know what was going on and where all this stuff is coming from. And it's actually more fun for me to watch it now than it would have been then. Because one, I get to binge watch it. And two, I know the politics of Baltimore, DC. I know Martin O'Malley. I know the governor. I mean, I know who the mayor of Baltimore was at the time. I know the dude, or I've met the dude at very least. And I know cats I know who these people are. I know exactly who these people are that they're alluding to, the actual people that they're alluding to in politics. And the whole contractor side of it, man, that shit is you got rain made. I know people that rain make people acting like they can do something for you. And if it comes through, they get paid. If it doesn't, they took your money. Marion Barry, RIP. But hold on, man. Let me see. This guy, I forget this dude's name. That's not Marion Barry's out of DC. But I met Marion Barry. What is the name of this dude's? Kurt Schmoke. Kurt Schmoke. It's funny because the dude's even dressed like Kurt Schmoke. Kurt Schmoke. Yep, it's Kurt Schmoke. That's who that guy, the black guy that lost, that's Kurt Schmoke. They're doing a Kurt Schmoke. Yeah, Marion Barry, man. Marion Barry's an interesting dude, man. He made a lot of very wealthy black people. That's for damn sure. He damn sure did. But I'll get out of the DC politics talk. I don't want to get into that because I don't want y'all to spotlight me. Dark Two said Danny Garcia got pushed as in the WBC Mando, right? The WBC had 2 Mandos that built up on Thurman's reign. Yeah, it could have something to do with that because he was supposed to be the mandatory for Thurman after Porter. Garcia was supposed to be mandatory after Porter. So then Porter would have inherited the mandatory obligations of Thurman. Porter only defended it once and then lost the second time. So it could have something to do with that, although I haven't heard that exactly. Thurman versus Bud, I'd take that too. I'm just saying, just fight somebody, man. It makes it a lot easier to, like, the thing that's getting me about this whole Bud conversation is, and I didn't say it before because before the Mikey Garcia fight, right, during the time of the Mikey Garcia fight, it was an acceptable conversation to have, okay? Because Errol Spence had beaten Kell Brook, he had beaten Lamont Peterson, right? And he beat Carlos Ocampo. At that time, Terrence Crawford had beaten Jeff Horn, and he had just won his belt. But then he fought Jose Benavidez. I'm like, okay, all right. We're trying to get the Errol Spence fight, right? But then Errol went ahead and fought Mikey. He fought Mikey Garcia, and he fought Sean Porter. Now it's like, come on, dude, you got to keep pace. Okay, we can't keep hanging off of the idea that Bud we need to see that only fight that can be made is Bud versus Errol Spence. And if Errol Spence does not, hey, what's Dre's fine? Say you was born and raised in the DC in the 202. That's what's up, man. I went to Howard Law. So I was in there I was there in the early and mid 90s. And then I had a partner. I was there for a good amount of time because I had a partner who used to be I had a friend of mine used to be a councilman in Ward 4 and went on ahead to hold higher office in DC. So then I spent a lot of time there during his administration. There was a lot of beef, a lot of crazy shit going on there, man. A lot of like gentrification and all that, jacking them home prices up, and it's just really crazy, man. Mike Maceo Bummy says Flint, Michigan in here. Okay, what's going on, Maceo? What's going on, man? Yeah, man. Yeah. That's my dude, man. That was my dude. Friends. I know that a lot of cats really didn't like him like that because, but Gray wound up doing the same thing he did. People wanted Gray. Gray wound up doing the exact same thing he did. It was just, yeah, I know it's definitely a different DC. Shit's ridiculously expensive. So ridiculously expensive. You got people living in that neighborhood over by Howard, taking their dogs in the middle of the yard, taking shits in the middle of the yard. But that's what happens, man. That's what happens. Yeah, I know I know that it is. What happened to Garcia versus Garcia? Wasn't that something that was planned recently? Yeah. Yeah, I know it's not Chocolate City anymore. And yeah, but it'll, anyway, Fanon still live. Yeah, I'm still live, man. Should I not be? You said, I'm sorry that I'm late, but business is business. Business is business. Business is business. It was just unfortunate, man. It's just a terrible time. I mean, it's just an odd time, man. But, We never owned it to begin with. Just leasing it. Just leasing it. Oh, you work at Howard? Oh, that's what's up. We got to catch up sometime when I'm there, man. I'll be there not too long. Mikey Garcia is scared of Danny Garcia as reported. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, he's going to get it. Mikey Garcia is going to want he's going to want an easy fight. Fuck, I got to put my fan on, man. This shit got hot all the damn sudden. Drinking this coffee, now realize it's starting to get hot. Dre's fine. Say, you're not lying, my brother. Nah, man. Nah. And then what they're doing with the school systems. Robert Spivey, what are you talking about? Hey, man, whatever. Knock yourself out there. Knock yourself out, dog. This man, dude, I got my community. I'm straight. All I'm trying to do is keep the people. I'm just trying to keep the people I got. That's it. And I don't want half y'all numbskulls anyway. Oh, cussing out everybody, doing all kind of stupid shit. Dog, I'm too old to be dealing with that, man. Too old. WW not playing. Who's WW? You still not answering my question. Oh, yes, not me. You still out here arguing, dog? He says, sign of the times. It seems the Spence fight did something to him. Need to get his confidence back. That could be true. Oh, yeah, you work in DC and commute from Baltimore. That's the way you're going to have to do it if you want to live in DC. That's just ridiculously expensive, man. It's expensive when I was there. Yeah, man, hit the like button, man. We got almost 300 people in the building. We got less than 200 likes, man. I need to tweak the algorithm, man. So you guys can get your notifications. Like the video so you can get your notification tomorrow. Because that's probably I do believe the likes are linked to your notifications. If you like a video, more than likely you're going to get notified of the next one. Nobody don't know the real reason Bud signed with Aram. That's crazy to knock him for that, Duke. Who did that? Yeah, we do know why he signed with him. He was on Trill Boxing Talk and told people why he signed with him. Guaranteed money, 3 fights a year. Guaranteed money, 3 fights a year. Only 20 likes. Nah, man, I see 157 likes, dog. I see 127 likes, 157 likes. On my screen, you got to refresh your screen. You might have been listening for a while and your screen don't refresh. But come on, man. Right hook, don't do him like that. For now, you will not recognize DC, but we have to get together when you come to town. Yeah, man, I probably wouldn't. But I mean, it hasn't been that long since I've been there. It's been some years, actually. Shit, it's been maybe 10 years since I've been to DC. 6 or 7 years at least since I've been to DC. And none of that ish worked out for Crawford. Yeah, he signed up for exactly. He signed up for more money. It ain't no question why he got there. He said, Dillian quiet as a ghost, where's a B sample? Oh, he's out there on a cooking channel in DC. And he's out there doing man, what's going on, Jonathan Bicklin, man? Good to see you. I'm glad, man. I got 185 watching and 19 likes. You got it wrong, dog. I got 173 likes, man. I see 173 likes. Yeah, but that's just wrong. There's 173 likes, man. I heard he got his contract bought out and owned the man, but didn't own himself. Oh, he definitely got his contract bought out. Bob is synonymous with the devil. But Bob ain't trying to make no fights for him. Bob ain't trying to make that. I don't believe it. Bob, you don't be around that long taking chances. Taking chances, that's iffy. Drink more water. Iffy, let me define iffy for you, drink more water. Iffy is 60, 40 fight is iffy. 60% chance that Terrence Crawford wins, 40% that he loses. That's an iffy fight. That's iffy. Drink more water is Errol Spence versus, under that definition. Even if you think Terrence Crawford's going to win, do you think that's an iffy fight? If 60-40 or closer is iffy? Kennedy Leonard said, why is it Spencer nobody? Because they can continue to sell Terrence Crawford fighting anybody. Say, yes, it is. Maceo say, yeah, that's iffy fight. That's not Bob Arum's style to make iffy fights. It's just not his. He's a 70-30 type of guy. He's an 80-20 type of guy. Yeah, drink more water. It's iffy for both. No doubt. It's iffy for both. It's iffy for both. I got that. But that's what I'm talking about, why I don't think that Bob Arum's going to make the fight. That's not his style. Bob Arum wants his guys to fight that they can win, which is why Bud keeps winding up in these mismatches. Bud keeps fighting mismatches. You name it. Well, I don't want nobody but a belt. Yeah, it is. It's iffy. It is iffy for Errol Spence. It is, of course. It's Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford ain't no just easy. That ain't easy money. That ain't, that's not Carlos Ocampo. He's going to hit Errol Spence for sure. He's going to land some shots. Porter fights make fools think Bud wins, so I can see Porter beating. I can see Porter beating Bud. So can I. That's why I want to see the fight. Fight Sean Porter. Fight Sean Porter. Fight Sean Porter. Show me that Errol Spence Jr. had a hard time with a guy that you would dust off. I'm not going to just assume because Errol Spence didn't just dust off Sean Porter, that means that Terrence Crawford would have. I'm not giving Terrence Crawford credit for beating Sean Porter without fighting him. It ain't like Sean Porter is Amir Khan. It ain't like Sean Porter is Amir Khan. Sean Porter ain't Amir Khan. Amir Khan is quitting against Sean Porter too. Amir Khan is quitting against Sean Porter. Sean Porter going to hit him in the nuts just like Terrence Crawford did, and he's going to quit. Quit. Bud versus Porter is a good pay-per-view fight. I would take it. I would buy it. He said, I agree. Bud must fight the football player Porter. Yeah, that's the fight for Bud. That's the fight for Bud. And it's a nice combination of what you want to see and the reality of boxing, okay? And people, a lot of times, what I see is a lot of people jumping between one argument to another, right? Like saying that the fight needs to happen because that's the fight that people want to see. But in another fight, like maybe Canelo versus Jamal Charlo, hey, this is boxing is a business. And who is Charlo? Canelo's going for the big fights, right? So when it's Errol or something, other situation, Errol must fight Terrence Crawford. And if you don't want to see Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrence Crawford next, you're a casual fan, or you're biased if you don't demand that fight. But they're not biased, and a casual fan, if they don't demand Jamal Charlo versus Canelo, I think Jamal Charlo and Canelo's as close a fight as Errol and Terrence Crawford is. I do. But them same people they're not going to push that argument. Bud versus Ugas, Bud versus Porter. Fight a top welterweight, man. Ugas will take that fight. But why don't they want to see it? Because Ugas might win. And then here comes this argument. Let's make the fight happen right now before somebody loses. My thing is, hey, shit, if somebody lost, it wasn't that top fight anyway. If Terrence Crawford fights Sean Porter and loses, Terrence Crawford wasn't the top guy. It was Sean Porter. Right? That's what I say. As long as these guys are fighting top, as long as they're not doing like Anthony Joshua's did, and fight somebody that is not considered a top heavyweight and then gets beat, and now that shit's blown up. Okay. If Andy Ruiz was not Mexican, there would be no hope. If Andy Ruiz was Otto Wallin, there'd have been no hope. They'd have been like, oh my God. Yep, Tyson Fury did it too. Got got his face opened up by a journeyman or somebody, a soon-to-be German, a German journeyman. I know he's Swedish. Otto Wallin. You can't sell that turd, dog. You can't sell that turd. Can't polish that turdy. When I first heard about Bud and EJ, I told my homeboy, I don't want to see that because I like both. Yeah, I do like both. For now, Bud signed with Top Rank because he did not have a fan base like Ryan. Ryan who? Garcia? Who's Ryan? Bud's got a fan base like Ryan Garcia. I hope. I hope. But at least Ryan Garcia signed with the right promoter. Now, if you're a Mexican, hey, Golden, if you're a Mexican fighter signing with Golden Boy, at least they are pitching those guys to the right people. Top Rank does not want to sell to, they don't even sell to Bud's market. They don't sell to Bud's market. They're like, yeah, I know I don't sell shit over there. You know what I mean? Bud is like a Tiffany store that has a you know, that Tiffany jewelry, that real fancy you know, that real fancy Tiffany's, like when they sell women's jewelry and all that. But then you got like the Jesus, you got like the $200,000 Jesus piece, right? You got the $200,000, $500,000 Jesus piece, right? With like, you know, a picture of a lion in yellow gold, white gold, in platinum with diamonds all down the shit, thick ass, you know what I mean? Like the Duke. That's what Bud is. Bud is a $400,000 Jesus piece in a Tiffany store. The people that they want to sell to want it. They're like, shit, why you got this shit in here? We just found it. we thought it was a good stuff. We're figuring maybe we can sell it to somebody. You know, some nigga gonna walk in here eventually and come buy the shit. Every once in a while, we got that shit in there because every once in a while, you know, some niggas walk into the store and we got to sell them some shit. So, hey, there you go. There's your Jesus piece. Okay. Now, if you would have taken them on the other side of the town and had that shit hanging up, they'd be like, damn, that shit's sharp. That shit is sweet. Because it fits what they wear and that's what they're looking for. But Bud, they're not trying to sell. Top Rank does not sell or market to the people that are looking for Bud. They're not looking for Bud. Okay? They're not looking for that. They're not selling that. That's what the PBC is selling. The PBC is selling to the people that will see. They see that shit. They're like, yeah, that's the shit. That's what I rock with. Yeah, let me get that. You know? Like me, I like, when I wear suits, I have like zero flexibility. He said, I've been saying this. They won't listen. You know, let they lose less. That's the situation, man. That's the situation. That's the situation. Me, I like Brooks Brothers suits. Okay? Because I don't really vary my shit. I don't really vary my shit too much. Who got thrown out of here? And still fools here by your lies. Why are you related to Heyman? Whole YouTube knows. Oh shit, that's dope. Everybody on YouTube knows me. Hey, shit, let me pop my collar. I didn't know I was famous. I didn't know everybody on YouTube knows me. In the midst of your even in the midst of your hatred, there's a silver lining to your bullshit. Okay? Everybody knows I'm related to Heyman. Dog, obviously I'm related to Heyman. We're all human, okay? So you track anybody back far enough, people are related. Okay, 37th cousins are related. I'm sure if we track shit back to the year 10, I would be related some distant way to your ass. Doesn't matter to me. I like Al Heyman and what he's doing. Yes, I do. I admire, I've never heard the dude, I've never seen him in person, never spoken a word to him, but damn it, that dude got style. Hey, you might not like him, but damn it, he got style. Okay? What movie was that in? What movie? That was in that movie on Summer Say you may not like him. But damn it, he got style. That's what Al Heyman has. You don't like him, but you know that man got style. That man is ruling the roost and ain't even talking to you. Ain't even talking to you. Gotta make you sick because you can't find him tripping over nothing. You got people saying at night, I thank God and Al Heyman. And well, what are you thanking God about? For giving me Al Heyman. I would like to thank you, God, for introducing me to Al Heyman. And Al Heyman, I want to thank you for what you've done for me. Doug, how can you not like that? I've talked to professional boxers. I've talked to professional boxers. I've talked to people that were responsible for fighters signing with Al Heyman. And I'm not going to tell you what they say, but I'll tell you what the expression on their face is when they talk about him. I ain't never leaving this dude. For what? I'm not leaving this dude. Why? And then I'll be like, stop. Then they'll start telling me why, and I'll tell them this. This is what I say. Stop. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. I don't even want to know. Please do never tell me why you want to continue to stay with Al Heyman. Because I don't want to know, because I'm not a fighter. I ain't never going to sign with him. And if I might be tempted to tell people what he's doing. And therefore, somebody could use that as a con game to distract from him. This dude's game is tight, dog. And you might not like it, but that's what it is. Eddie Hearn, I did a video on this shit just coming up today. Eddie Hearn showed up from the UK with $1 billion and still took an L. Still took the L. What kind of shit is that? You got your tall 6'7", you got your 6'7" George Michael lookalike from the UK, toting a big black buck, with a golden chain and diamonds around the neck of a big black buck, with $1 billion, and still lost miserably inside of a year. Wasn't even $1 billion, and Eddie Hearn wasn't even a bump on the road for Al Heyman. Didn't even put a bump in the road. All he did was just, oh, really? What you doing? Oh, you got $1 billion? Oh, shit, let's go get $1 billion. Hey, Fox, they gave you $1 billion. You got $1 billion for me? Well, no, how about we do it on a year-to-year? Well, that's fine. Annualize it. You got a $100 million budget for me? I got fighters. You got budget? Yeah, man, I got budget. You got fighters? Well, hey, sounds like good to me. Thank you. I'll be sending Arrow right on his way. Pay-per-view? Oh, no worries. Pay-per-view. NFL games? You going to NFL games? Oh, yeah, man. Don't worry, man. We put this shit all up in the NFL games. Yeah, we got all kind of people. Oh, thank you. Never a mumbling word to the press. And never a mumbling word to the press. A year ago, it was going to be the transatlantic slave trade popping up in here, and they were going to get Gervonta Davis to jump, Mikey Garcia to jump, Errol Spence Jr. would be stupid not to jump, Deontay Wilder jump in. Oh, man, what's Al going to do? He's going out of business. He's got, yeah. And still, Al Heyman, not a mumbling word. Not a mumbling word. And whooped all y'all asses. So unless you can tell me how he ain't whooping all y'all's asses, shut up. Because the boy whooped all y'all's asses. Okay? All y'all's asses. What is he doing? What's he doing? Remember that? He's like, I don't understand what he's doing. How he has to be lying to these guys. How is he getting them to take less money to stay with him and not coming to get this sucker money I laid on the table for it? And Al, not a mumbling word. Al, Eddie Hearn, biggest accomplishment with DAZN is the fact that Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions and GGG Promotions came over to DAZN, and they have one fight. $100 million spent. One fight that they've gotten close to a Showtime card. Do you realize that Showtime with Gervonta Davis versus the last guy that he fought did over 400,000, did close to 500,000 views, was as many views as any fight that took place on DAZN, which including Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz, and Canelo Alvarez versus Daniel Jacobs? More than Canelo Alvarez versus Rocky Fielding? More than all of that money that they spent? They are proud that they are approaching the numbers of Showtime, who has a $60 million budget over a series of years, and they're popping off at twice that a year, and only one fight came close to one fight over there? Does all of YouTube know that? Does all of YouTube know that? Dog, look, man, we ain't dealing in fantasy over here, homie. Y'all getting y'all ass kicked by the PBC. Period. There are more people buying pay-per-view fights for Manny Pacquiao, Keith Thurman, than are watching that shit on DAZN for $99 a year. I thought pay-per-view was dead. What happened to, well, you don't have to $75 a fight? Well, you don't have to pay that. Just pay $99 for the year and look at all these great fights you get. And people are like, nah, I'd rather pay $75 4 times this year than sign up for your shit. Nah, I'll pay $300 a year to go over here. Nah, you can keep your $100. Nah, I'm not paying you my $100 over there. I'm paying my $300 over here. Right? Let's count the pay-per-views. Errol Spence, Mikey Garcia, over 300,000 pay-per-views. Errol Spence Jr. versus Sean Porter, over 350,000 pay-per-views. Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao, 500,000 pay-per-views. Manny Pacquiao, Adrian Broner, 400,000 pay-per-views. Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, 300,000 pay-per-views. That's 5 of them for $75. That's $375 that they would rather pay just for that shit than to give you $99 over there for the shit you selling. Dog, he's killing you. He's killing you by any objective measure. They're killing you. And he's got 2 networks, not one. It's not DAZN. He's not on DAZN. He's on Showtime and Fox and DAZN. Because last time I checked, he sent Andy Ruiz over to DAZN to snatch that belt. Hey, I need you to do me a favor, Andy. Go get that belt. Go get them belts. Yes, sir, Mr. Heyman. Damn, sorry. I just saying, yes, sir, Mr. Heyman. I'll go snatch them belts. Bring them back home. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Andy. Well, anything for you, Mr. Heyman, because, I know you know this, but I just have to say, I was with ESPN. I was with Top Rank, and they wouldn't give me any fights. I'm about to have to sell my house. I'm about to get put out of my house. I'm a world-class boxer, but, they don't like I got a little too much belly for Top Rank, and they don't think I'm marketable. So thank you for saving me, Al. By the way, I would like to meet you to little Jesus Heyman Ruiz. Please meet my newborn baby, Jesus Heyman Ruiz. Fuck up out of here with that shit, dog. Oh, FS1 too. I'm sorry, but the Fox Network. FS1 as well. They're on like 4 networks. Okay, but yeah, man, I'm just making shit up. And this is always going out of business. It's always going out of business. Man, Mean Machine being ranked #1 should tell you all you need to know about the WBO belt. Pretty much, but we already knew that. We know that. Fanon, saw your video about Hearns wanting PBC to force Benavidez as a Smith. Do you think he's doing that because he has no money to offer unification for PBC fighters? I think that he's trying to do that he's just trying to manipulate. He's trying to take over the 160-pound division. After I did that video, that's what he said. He said we got to push our advantage at 168 like we push our advantage at 160. That's the same. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get all of the belts in a specific weight division under his control. That's what he tried to do with the heavyweight division. That's what he tried. But then what happened? Something he didn't foresee. He had a bad matchmaker, and after a matchroom fighter in Jarrell Big Baby Miller popped dirty, they had to find somebody to fight the guy. So they wound up going to getting Andy Ruiz, and Andy Ruiz upset the apple cart. Oh, canceled fights and PED users. A lot of them, dog. Oh, he said, oh, and Fanon, don't forget about ITV in the UK. Oh, and ITV in the UK. Dog, yeah, I'm very happy. I like, and I have no shame in saying it. Yes, I'm very, very impressed by Al Haymon and what he does in his boxing. Napoleon, answer my question, fact or opinion. You ducked the comment. I don't know what you're talking about, Napoleon, but that's kind of hot. You're getting a little hot there. Getting a little hot, but we'll overlook that heat that you just put out there to answer your question. I didn't see your question. I don't dislike Arrow. Strap season, so get the WBO from Bud. Oh, they didn't recognize the WBO since Bud got it. Factor opinion. That's a fucking opinion. That's your opinion. I've never heard an official statement for that the PBC was not recognizing the WBO, and I'm still waiting on it. That is what somebody said because they did not mention Terrence Crawford as a champion, but Errol Spence Jr. mentioned him. That's a rumor. I've never heard an official press release from the PBC saying we will no longer be recognizing the WBO as a major championship belt. I've never heard that. That's a rumor. And you are making a comment on a rumor, which means that is your opinion. Of course, that's your opinion, and you know it. I didn't duck your question. I didn't see it. Now, don't duck this question. When is Bud going to fight some fucking body? When is Bud going to fight somebody? Stop hiding behind Errol Spence. Stop hiding behind Errol Spence. That's what you're doing since you want to get snappy. You're hiding behind Errol Spence. You are protecting Bud Crawford from the necessity of having to fight somebody because he doesn't have to fight anybody. It's on Errol Spence. Since Errol Spence said strap season and the WBO is a strap, Errol Spence Jr. must fight Terrence Crawford. Dude, he just fought for the WBC strap. And he got it. And there's a WBA strap too. Errol Spence can fight who he just fought for the WBC strap. That's 2 straps Errol fought for. And there's a WBA strap too. So why the hell does Errol Spence have to fight for the WBO? You're sharing a rumor with me that somebody that you couldn't name from the PBC was supposedly, maybe, according to rumors, reports, said they're not recognizing the WBO. You're hiding behind Errol Spence. Fight somebody, Bud. What happens if Errol Spence retires tomorrow? Should everybody just pick up all the belts and then go deliver them to Bud's doorstep? Hey, Errol Spence Jr. retired, so now we know Terrence Crawford's the best. And since Terrence Crawford didn't have to fight anybody other than Errol Spence to be the best, then hey, everybody collect the belts and go hand them to Bud. That's it. And pass out those Hall of Fame ballots. Send Dougie Fisher, Steve Kim, and Dan Rayfield their Hall of Fame ballots, and get Bud in here right now. And since it's Bud, waive the 3-year retirement thing and put his ass in the hall because he ain't got to fight nobody. Why? Because he's Bud. You sound like fucking Sugar Ray Leonard when he said why he picked Mikey Garcia to beat Errol Spence. Because he's Mikey Garcia. That's what you doing. You giving me because he's Bud. Have Bud fight some fucking body. When's Bud gonna fight somebody is my question. When Bud gonna fight somebody? Breaking news. Breaking news. Errol Spence Jr. has retired. Bud gets into the Hall of Fame because Errol Spence Jr. retired. When's he gonna fight somebody, dude? What if Errol don't want to fight him? What if Errol just says, you know what? I don't want to fight him. I'm not gonna fight him. I'm just not gonna. Just assume that. I'm not gonna fight him. Why aren't you gonna fight him, Errol? Because I don't want to. I don't have any interest in fighting him. He said I was wearing some panties. I don't appreciate it, and I'm not fighting him. Then what does Bud do? Oh, Bud, give Bud all the belts. Bud ain't got to fight nobody. It's over. Errol ducked him. It's over. Come on, man. Bud got to fight. You cannot defend Bud not fighting nobody. Bud is the champion. Every champion has to fight somebody, dude. Manny Pacquiao is probably one dude in the welterweight division that could get away with fighting nobody. And at least he fought Adrian Bronner. God dang. Can we get Bud to fight Adrian Bronner at least? Can we get him to fight Adrian Bronner at least? How about Manny? How about Adrian Granados? Can we at least get an Adrian Granados in the building? Does he got to fight anybody? No, he's Bud. He's already proven it. You saw what he did to Yuriorkis Gamboa. You saw what he did to Yuriorkis Gamboa, didn't you, Fanan? It's settled. He beat Yuriorkis Gamboa. And he beat Julius Ndungo. That's it. What else does he need to do? Errol Spence has to prove himself. Bud's already proved himself. He beat Ricky Burns at 135 pounds. Did you see what he did to Victor Postol at 140 pounds? Come on, man. Come on. I'm saying what's good for the goose is good for the gander, man. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. If you tell Errol Spence Jr. got to fight Bud got to fight somebody too. You can't blame the guy that's fighting better competition. He just fought Sean Porter. But then I'll say, hey, when are you going to fight Sean Porter? Is Errol Spence Jr. somebody that was not acceptable when Vlad told Wilder to fight somebody other than him? Wilder got that strap. That is hilarious. Yes, Bud is somebody. Yes, Errol Spence is somebody. He is. And guess what? He's fighting Danny Garcia next. So who the fuck is Bud going to fight? Who's Bud? He's not the only body. You're not acting. I never said Errol Spence ain't somebody. Obviously, Errol Spence is somebody, but he's not the only fucking person. He's not the only one. That's who you acting like. You act like Errol Spence is the only fighter. That's it for Bud. That's all Bud has to do is fight Errol Spence. That's it. That's the only requirement you have of Bud is to fight Errol. And you don't even require Bud to do it. If Bud's ass jumped up tomorrow and said he didn't want to fight him, he don't need him, you be like, yeah, you right. You don't need him. You beat Yuriorkis Gamboa. You already in the Hall of Fame. Come on, man. Dog, he got to fight somebody, man. Period. Okay, you can't get out of that shit. Man, they do these ain't running scared. They just know what they talk about. You know you being hypocritical, man. You know you are, and you guys have been being that way for a while now. You've been that way for a while. A while. You guys have been being hypocritical about Bud and Errol ever since the Sean Porter press conference. You guys have been hypocrites. Saying that Errol Spence has to call out Bud, but Bud doesn't have to call out Errol. Why? Because he's Bud. That's not what Bud does. Bud doesn't call people out. Bud's quiet. Bud doesn't have to do that. Like, hold on. Why does Errol Spence have to call out Bud, but Bud don't got to call out Errol Spence? That was where you started with it. But then Bud said something. Bud calling names like that's going to help. Bud calling people, talking about panties. Tell Bud, Bob, make the fight. And you know what Bob's going to tell Bud? Dog, I made the Amir Khan fight. You cost me money. Your fans talk a lot, but they don't buy a lot. Bud, I put you on pay-per-view against Postal. You cost me money. I put you on pay-per-view with Amir Khan. You cost me money. Your fans do a lot of talking, but your fans don't do no spending. Errol Spence Jr.'s fans do a lot of talking. Errol Spence Jr.'s fans do a lot of spending. Right? Can you argue about that? Bud fans do a lot of talking and little spending. Errol Spence Jr. fans do a lot of talking and they spend money. So you want Errol Spence fans to pay Bud, help pay Bud's salary? The fuck is this, a co-op or some shit? Fight some fucking body. Fight somebody. Come on, man. No piggybacks, homie. Why you got Bud trying to ride on why you trying to get Bud to ride on the bicycle, ride on Errol's handlebars? That's what you're trying to do, okay? Bud got to get his own fucking bike, okay? Fight somebody, get a fucking bike, okay? Right now, you remember that shit? You used to be a little kid riding a bike. Back in the 70s when I was a kid, we used to have these these big bicycle, the big it's like banana, like they look like bananas. They're like up here, and people used to sit on the front of the bike, and I used to ride my sister to the store on a bike where she was sitting on the handlebars, right? I'm doing all the work, she up front. That's what you trying to do to Bud, to Errol. You trying to put Bud you trying to put Bud on Errol's handlebars, man. No, dog, get a fight. Get a fight. So all us Bud fans are broke? No, but there's just not very many of you. No, y'all ain't broke. You just not very many of you. There's not. Y'all ain't buying the fight, dog. You're not. You did. There's 50,000 people did. 90,000 did against Khan. But dog, it didn't pay to keep the fight up. Come on, man. Bob Arum is paying more money than you. That's why Bob is looking like that. Come on, man. Bob ain't stupid. Bob saying, look, man, you don't sell. You don't sell. And I'm paying for this shit. I'm putting all this money up front. How else am I supposed to say it? How else am I supposed to say it? Bob Arum said it. He's not marketable. He's not marketable. But like I said, he probably would be more marketable if you took that beautiful $400,000 Jesus piece and took it out of the downtown shop and took it to the south side. Take that shit from downtown and move it to the south side. Walk it by people that want to wear it. Okay? That's what it is. And there ain't no way around that, homie. Ain't no way around it. Oh, Bud won't show, and Bud won't go to he won't go to the shop. He won't even come to the shop. Hey, I ain't tripping because I ain't asked Bud to come here. I ain't tripping. I know Bud don't want to come here, and I don't want Bud to come here. Because as soon as Bud comes here, then I got to be nice about it. Because this is how it goes. Come on, man. Bud is absolutely marketable. Bob is just terrible for Bud holding it up. He's not marketable for Bob Arum. He's not, because of who Bob Arum is selling to. Bob Arum is selling to people that don't want to buy that product. Okay? That's it. All right? You can say you can like Hennessy. You have likes, there's people like Hennessy. Like, what do I have here, dog? I got a bottle of Scottish single malt Irish whiskey. The name of it was, I can't even pronounce the name, Abermarthy, some shit like that, right? But it's like cherry, it's like in a cherry oak cast. You know, it's like it's like $40 for 750 milligrams, right? Not much more expensive than like 1738, right? But the same people that are going to buy whatever the shit is, Abermarthy, I got to figure out how to fucking pronounce it, and 1738, the cats that want 1738 aren't going to want the Abermarthy. Now that they drink it, they might like it, but they ain't going to the store looking for that shit. And if you take it to the store that they sell it out, that shit's going to sit in the shelf. They're just not selling to Bob Arum's market. Is not those people. They're going to buy Bud, and because he chose never to do that. And I think it has something to do with Bob Arum's ability to sell fighters. You sell better to the people you can relate to. You know what I mean? And I just don't believe he can really sell to these people. Bob Arum's customers are looking to buy white wine only. Bud is dark red. There you go. Like, my wife is not going to drink the shit. I'm not drinking white Zinfandel. I don't give a shit. That shit is sweet, whatever. I don't want it. Okay? There could be a bottle of white Zinfandel in that refrigerator, and if it's to me to be drinking that shit, it's going to sit there forever. Somebody else come and knock it right back. Me? No. That's just nasty. Boone's Farm, all that shit, nasty. I don't even want it. It is what it is, though. Johnny Walker Blue is what's up. Anyway, man, let me get out of here, man. Y'all know y'all been fun again today. Check out my man KC Boxing coming up next. And with that, Bud. Let me read one last one. Donald, the 64-year-old G Grant. Bud needs to leave Bob, come to PBC with his 90,000 fans and fight Errol, and he can get all of the money his fans spend, and that's more than he'll ever get from Bob. You ain't lying about that shit. And he'll get a lot more fans. Jeez. And then they'll start marketing them. Fox will market the shit out of Bud. Come on, Bud. Fox will market the shit out of you, Bud. But it is what it is. And with that, I'm out. Peace.